listen to a song and then play it. Sometime when we don't have service, I want you to show me what you can do on piano, okay? That would be really fun. Okay, I get that. Alrighty, but today we have service. We have Shabbat service, so I can't play with today, but another day. Maybe if you're here before service sometime with your, what do you call the person that helps you out during the day that helps out your au pair? Do you call her an au pair? Au pair, yeah. But we're going to be on
Jordan Block.
Sometimes if you're here early and I'm here early, you can show me what you can do. Right? I'll teach you a little trick on doing that today. Next time I see you, we'll play. And I'll show you a little trick of walking down the keys. And you know what? I saved the picture you gave me. I saved that right here. And when I look at it, I think, I'll need that.
At this exact moment? No. Okay. Currently I have chocolate on me now. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Aaron, okay. Sounds better now? No? Still very echoey, like the voice of God coming from on high? What was that? Voice of somebody. It is wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to be back. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a bright beginning to the new month of Kislev, which took place earlier this week. Kislev is our Hebrew month, and what holiday comes in Kislev? What is that holiday? Chanukah. Yes, it is exactly Chanukah. Hanukkah. Thanks, Judy. We are not going to be singing Hine Matov tonight. We sang it this morning. But we are going to light... we are going to, his favorite song, Hine Matov, like, we are going to light our Shabbat candles to welcome in Shabbat on pages 3 and 2, and I'd like to invite up Jen Estroff and her family. Oscar, are you gonna come too? With your dad, maybe? Leif, do you wanna come too? Sure. And hold on a sec.
No, you can say you're here. Okay, great.
Just like and then pull this. Oh, good. Pull this down.
Before you get there.
I think she's going to do the Hanukkah version. See what she starts with. She'll do it.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them or who are running away from them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
One right here.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
Yasher koach.
Oh, hey.
They can stay. What, you think that I let my own kid like drive trucks and stuff up here, but the 3 kids who are sitting quietly on the chairs, I won't? Right, this is part of how we both celebrate the day, because this is a wonderful day, and we will sing the words that say how beautiful this day is on page 10. And also because we love to have our kids feel comfortable in their sanctuary. Quietly comfortable in our sanctuary. Pages 20 and 21, we sing Lecha Dodi, we welcome Shabbat as a bride. We sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and on the 9th verse, rise and face the entrance to greet the Sabbath bride. and maybe a child or two running in and out.
Adonai echad u'shmo echad, Hashem u'tiferet v'leitila. Lekaduni lekad kala yalala yalala yalala, B'nai Shabbat nekabala. Lekaduni lekad kala yalala yalala yalala, B'nai Shabbat nekabala. Erev Shabbat lekov and elka, ki makor habraka, merosh mikedem nesukah, sof maaseh b'machshava tefila, lekadoti lekad kala yalala yalala yalala, B'nai Shabbat nekabala. Kala yalala yalala yalala, B'nai Shabbat nekabala. Hitorari, hitorari, ki ba'orech umi ori, ori, shir daveri, kavod Adonai alayim nekla. Kala yalala yalala yalala, B'nai Shabbat nekabala. Dodi lekad kala yalala yalala yalala, B'nai Shabbat nekabala. Ori v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha v'tola. Kala yalala yalala yalala, B'nai Shabbat nekabala. Lekadoti lekad kala yalala yalala yalala, B'nai Shabbat nekabala.
May be seated. We continue with Shalom Aleichem. We've greeted the Shabbat angels. Sorry, we've greeted the Shabbat bride. Now we greet the Shabbat angels with Shalom Aleichem on page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlakim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei ha'shalom, Malachei Elyon, Emi melech Malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bakoni l'shalom, Malachei ha'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Yimelech Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShaveh, Malachei Elyon, Yimelech Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We continue with Chatzi Kaddish, page 26.
Yitkadav, Yitkadash Merabah.
Amen.
Yamad Ivrachi Gotevi Amnik Makote, Makayek Yekon Ov Yomekon, Ov Kayed Kobet Yisrael. Pagala, Pagala, Ov Yizman Kariv Imaru. Amen. Yehesh Merabah Mavarach. Alam Olam Me'amaya.
Yitbarach.
Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitbarach, Yitramam, Yitnaseh, Yitadav, Yitalev, Yitala, Shmeri Kudashal, Priko, Leila, Mikol, Bikatav, Shirata, Tush, Bekatav, Nekemata, Damiram, Alma, Pimaru, Amen.
Please rise and body your spirit for Baruch Hu, page 28.
Adonai Hamavorach Adonai Hamavorach Hamavorach Le'olam Va'ed Hamavorach Hamavorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Page 31, we join together. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravi. Page 32.
Avot Olam Bet Yisrael Amchavtam Torah Mitzvot Chokim Umishpatim Otanu Limadetam Aken Adonai Eloheinu B'shokbeinu Uvkumeinu Nasiach b'chokecha V'nisma b'divrei Toratecha U'b'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem kayenu Ha'orech yameinu U'bahem Simu Mimenu Leholamim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ohev Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malkuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
You may be seated. Page 36.
V'yavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'kol levavcha u'b'kol nafshecha, u'b'kol me'odecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lektecha v'derech, ושוקבך ובקומך, וקשתם לאות היתך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, ובטבתם המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
On the facing page 37, we read these words. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. And in the spirit of teaching these words to our children, I'd like to invite up the Estraf Johnson family. I'm also noticing that there might be some overtired that we need to wrangle a little bit. Yep.
I mean, if you think so. Those are things to stay there.
To you all we say, Bruchim habaim, b'shem Adonai, barachnuchem mibeit Adonai. Blessed are you, and especially you. Hi, Oscar. Who come in the name of God. Blessed, we bless you from the house of God. Behold, Jen and Eric have come here today with Leif, who is rolling on the floor, and especially with, yes, you. Do you know your name yet? No. Oscar? Oh, okay. You want to come here? And especially with Oscar, in order that he be named in the presence of family and community. They have come as a family to hear words of blessing, words of love, and words of Torah. They have come in order that their child may, through his name, take his place among the people of Israel. There is a new-ish light in your hearts and in your home. This candle celebrates the birth of your child, and his almost first birthday, and his emergence into light. Yes. This candle celebrates the fire of love out of which this child was created, and this candle celebrates the spark of potential that this child holds within him. May his light shine into your hearts and your home, and may his light bring blessing and joy to the world around him. And this cup is the vessel of your hope. It is filled with the very, very new wine of a life just begun. The sweetness of its taste is the joy that Oscar has brought. May this child, Oscar Carl, partake of this sweetness and grow to be a shining star in his family and his people. We're going to say the blessing over the wine, or juice in this case. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Do you want a little bit of juice? Should I try some?
I want to drink it.
I know you do. Yes.
I want to drink it too. I want to drink it too. Let me drink it
You
too.
can have some if you calm. Show us calm with your body.
Thank you.
It's all wet on here.
It's okay. The Oscar's been eating it.
I didn't even sip it.
We have a special blessing for you, Oscar. Because today, even though your Hebrew name has been picked out for almost a year,
200 years.
almost, we are now going to officially give it to you. Nope, do not touch. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu kayem et hayeled hazeh le'aviv ule'imo v'yikarei shemo b'Yisrael Yitzchak ben Chana ve'Eric yismach ha'av beyotzei chalatzav v'tagel imo b'fri bitna zeh hakaton, although not quite as katon as you used to be, gadol yihiyeh, you will get bigger. Kishem shenichnas labrit ken yikanes leTorah lechupa ulma'asim tovim. Our God and God of all generations, sustain this child and let him be known in the house of Israel as Yitzchak ben Chana, Oscar Carl, the son of Jennifer and Eric. Who are you going to? Where are you going? May he bring much joy to his parents in the months and years to come. As he entered into the covenant of life, so may he enter into a life of study where the written word enlightens his eyes and mind. May he find for himself a worthy companion, one that he can trust and love, support and protect. And may, it's not for you right now. And may his hands and heart always be busy doing good things so that he can live up to the ideal of being God's partner in the work of perfecting the world. And we all say, Kashem shenichnas labrit, ken yikanes leTorah lechupa ulma'asim tovim. I have a prayer for parents to recite.
Okay. Do you want to help leave?
Go.
Okay. Creator of all, with joyous hearts, we come before you to thank you for the new life entrusted to us. We acknowledge our responsibility as parents to guide our son in paths of righteousness and love, peace and understanding. In the days and years ahead, we will need strength and wisdom to guide him. Teach him, to love and protect him as he grows to adulthood. Grant us patience and understanding that we may fulfill our responsibilities as parents. May our influence upon our sons ever be for good.
Thank you. Yes.
I wanted to thank
And
you.
I'm sure you did.
And a blessing for all of you. Come here, Leif, come here.
You're holding onto my hot finger.
Okay,
Here we go, buddy.
I'm going to bless you too, okay? First of all, we say, Yisimcha Elohim Kephraim v'chi Menashe, may God make you like Ephraim and Menashe. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may God bless you and protect you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, may the light of God shine upon you and may God be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, may God's presence be lifted up to you and may God grant you peace. As together we say, Amen. Siman tov,
Mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov. Yehelanu, 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 oh Yachol Yisrael. Yehelanu, yehelanu, oh Yachol Yisrael.
yeah. Mazel tov. So, yay! Jen is just going to share a couple of words about where Oscar gets his names.
Yes, we broke Ashkenazic tradition for... We broke Ashkenazic tradition for Leif and named him after my father David. And for Oscar, I wasn't quite sure about which Hebrew name. And then when we were actually in the process and the moments, we realized how quickly birth was going to happen, and I started laughing really hard. And the midwife asked me to stop laughing. I was going to laugh my child into the world, and there was no one there to catch yet. And so since Yitzhak means she laughed, we thought it was really appropriate, and we hope that that humor and joy at, you know, anything happening around us now or later can really be reflected in the whole life.
We continue with the words of Micha Mocha, celebrating our freedom and joy on page 40.
Ya ba ba bim bim bam, ya ba ba bim bam, ya ba ba bim bim bam, ya ba ba bim bam. I die 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 die, ya ba ba bim bam. I die 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 die, ya ba ba bim bam. Mi kamoka bailim Adonai, mi kamoka neda bakodesh. Orati lo do sefele, orati lo do sefele. Malakut taga ovanecha, bokei hayam lefnei Moshe uMiriam. Ze'eli hanover amru, Adonai imo le'olam va'ed. Ya ba ba bim bim bam, ya ba ba bim bam, ya ba ba bim bim bam, ya ba ba bim bam. I die 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 die, ya ba ba bim bam. I die 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 die, ya ba ba bim bam. V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael.
Page 43, we join together in the middle of the page. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Baruch atah Adonai haborei sukkot shalom. Shalom aleinu v'kol amo ata Adonai haborei sukkot shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'akol amo Yisrael. Ve'ha'Yerushalayim ve'akol amo. Ve'ha'Yerushalayim shalom. Ve'ha'Yerushalayim ve'akol amo. Ve'ha'Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch ata Adonai haborei sukkot shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'akol amo Yisrael. Shalom aleinu ve'akol amo Yisrael.
Those who keep Shabbat, the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, page 44.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We continue with the Amidah on page 46. Please rise and bow to your spirit.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufiach tehillatcha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Komer chasadim tovim v'konei hakol, v'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מקיים הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מקרקר חיים בכסף, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשם עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממי Chaye umatzmeyak Yeshua. Pneumana Yotako. Baruch atah Adonai Mekaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalalu kasela. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
We continue with our private prayers. When you've finished with your prayers, you may be seated.
Shalom, shalom Imrama, O Yaseh shalom aleinu, v'kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. O Yaseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Oseh shalom, shalom b'mromav. O Yaseh shalom aleinu. V'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Kol Yisrael. Amen.
We offer prayers of healing and wholeness for those who are in need of healing of mind, of body, or of spirit. If there's someone that you are thinking of on this Shabbat, I invite you to share their names at this time. Jordan Block, Bernice Gorkin, Michelle Copland, Ivy, Milo, Lindsay Cleveland. Page 253.
May the source of strength, oh bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, bless those in need of healing, with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We take a few moments to share blessings and moments of gratitude from the past week. I'm glad someone has something.
Very hard when you have good news and you can't tell it to anyone until a certain time. But the first trimester is over. So our daughter-in-law is officially pregnant and on her way, and we're all very excited.
Bisha'a tova, we say in Jewish tradition. May everything happen in a good time.
My class went on a field trip to the Glass Museum, and it was fun.
Did you get to draw anything that might become one of the creature creations?
No, but we got to use glass beads to make necklaces.
Ooh, fun.
Eric and Leif and Oscar and I are so grateful to all our family and friends who came in from so many different places, braving, southward traffic on a Friday and coming to show love to our very calm and well-behaved family. We deeply appreciate it. I know we've got some folks watching on the live stream too, and we just love everyone. And I'm so glad to have come back to this community where I grew up and just feel so welcomed, and to see people who came back for us.
And you managed to keep another human alive for almost a year.
Yes. Oh, and thank you to my students. Go students.
Because really, first birthdays, that's what it's about.
I had a most wonderful 10 days with my son Isaac, my grandchild B, and we cooked wonderful food and ate way too much and enjoyed every moment.
Jennifer, it's nice to know that when your students come back and their children are as well behaved as they were, it's it is a true pleasure.
She's getting red. So it's been a 4-year process is at my work. We just passed, or we had council pass our comp plan update, which has been a 4-year process. So we're extremely excited about that prospect, although that also means we have to then write on all the regulations. That'll be next year. So pretty exciting to get that through council.
A former student of mine reached out to me after many years, drove up from Sacramento, California, just to see me to announce she's retiring. I think it's a bittersweet new and good.
Our 10-year-old daughter, Annie, just started in her elementary school. She's named Annie, so maybe she was destined for the 5th grade play, Cinderella, where she played Cinderella, and she did a great job last night. So.
For all these things, we say, Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulechana ele hodot. Praised are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are deserving of blessing. So, our parsha this week, our Torah portion this week, Vayetze, starts with twins. You had said Twinderella? Is that what it was, Sarah? Twinderella? Yeah. Okay. So in this case, it's not quite Twinderella, but there are twins. One of whom, which one? Which one? Jacob, which one? Jacob, yes, there we go. Has tricked his father, Isaac, into giving him the firstborn blessing, even though his slightly older brother, no, there's no one here named this, I don't think. Esau. So even though the firstborn blessing was supposed to be given to Esau. And Esau is furious and in a potentially murderous rage, and Jacob flees to his mother's family in Haran to find refuge and safety, and maybe find a beautiful young woman named Rachel. Good job. To marry, but he ends up marrying Leah, who's the older one, right? Because the trickster then becomes tricked multiple times and continues tricking people, and another tradition calls it karma. But you could also interpret it as what goes around comes around, right? And his name, which comes from the word that means heel, also means trickster, or crook. So he's named appropriately, just as Oscar, you were named appropriately, right? Sorry, for those of you online who cannot see what is happening right now, we're now riding bikes in here. Yuval, that does not belong in the sanctuary. Okay. Along his journey, when he's fleeing from when Jacob is fleeing from his home to his uncle's home, he has to stop to rest for the night. And when he stops to rest for the night, he has nothing other than his cloak. He puts a rock as a pillow under his head and has a dream of angels going up and down the ladder. It's important to note that they go up and down the ladder. Where would you expect angels to be coming from? From up, coming down first, and then going up, but in this case, they are going up first, up and down the ladder. And when he wakes, he says, "Achen yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh v'anochi lo yadati." What else would he say? Also, are you going to translate that for me, Sophia? She That's fair. I was going to be very impressed. Translates to, "Behold, Adonai, God was in this place, and I did not know." And he pours oil out over the rock, and he names that place Beit El, Bethel, the name of our congregation. What? Bethel, this place, the house of, because this place is the house of God. That's what Bethel means. Yeah, it does. And in that moment, we actually have one of the most important ideas in Judaism, which was very, very unusual for the time period. God is with us, if only we pay attention. In other ancient Near Eastern traditions, God was located in certain places. Gods did not travel. They were the God of the place. Adonai is a God who is with us wherever we go, right? God speaks to Avram, way back in Ur. Far, far away, he makes a whole journey. Avram makes a whole journey with his family to the land that is, from that perspective, God's land. But then God appears where else? In Egypt, right? Which would have been very unusual, again, for how people at the time understood deities, that they were, again, were very place-based. And this line, "Achen yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh v'anochi lo yadati," remember what that means? Behold, God is in this place, and I did not know it. Wherever we go, we have the opportunity, the possibility of saying, "Achen yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh v'anochi lo yadati." How many of you have been in situations where it seemed like there was nothing good, no blessing around you, until you took a look and realized that actually maybe God was in fact there? Maybe it's just in a flower that brings a little bit of joy. Please don't steal that from me. Maybe it's just in the light that comes through in the midst of a gloomy, dreary winter's day. Not that we get any of those around here. Maybe it's a hug or a hello or a smile in the middle of a bad day. The Hebrew word for angel is malach. And where did the angels come from going up and down the ladder? From amongst us. We walk among angels. We don't know who those angels are. Jewish tradition actually says that those angels typically appear in the less frightening form of a human, because if you ever see biblically accurate depictions of angels, they are terrifying as all get out. Some of them are like weird eye circles, and others have heads of eagles, lions, oxen, and a human, four-faced with wings, terrifying. We would probably run away if we saw one of those. But angels in Jewish tradition appear to us as humans, as each other. One of the TV shows that my mom and I used to watch was Touched by an Angel. Right, where these ordinary-looking people help make a difference in people's lives, and no one realizes it until the very end, right? Because that's how TV shows work. But we may never know who those angels were, right? They don't all of a sudden start glowing. But we never know who amongst us is the person or is the angel that we need to shift our perspective. We don't know if maybe perhaps we are the angel that will shift something for someone else. Because achen yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh, v'anochi lo yadati. Perhaps, behold, God is in this place, our place, and we didn't know. Shabbat shalom. I'd like to invite up Greg Kleiner, our president of our congregation, and although not currently long-time 7th grade teacher.
Right? Hi, Yuval. Shabbat Shalom. It is wonderful to see everybody here. Even you, Jen. Quietly. I was told, was it your class that we threw chalk at the chalkboard?
It wasn't at the chalkboard.
It was at you?
No, yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So announcements you will find, for those of you who are here, on the back of the service. For those of you online, there is a building committee meet and tour on Sunday the 8th. The Judaica shop, Hanukkah pop-up shop on Sunday from 10 to 2. There is some really cool stuff for Hanukkah. Stitch and Catch on the 11th. The Sisterhood Latke Bake on the 15th. This is important, and you should all come and eat latkes. If you really want excitement, on the 17th there's a board meeting. It's thrilling. There's a whole bunch of sisterhood announcements here. We're going to have come on. I'm not ready for you yet. There's an art class on the 22nd, a community Hanukkah lighting and Hanukkah dinner and menorah lighting on the 27th, That's a day and a half after Hanukkah starts on sundown on the 25th. And a word I can't even pronounce, Latka Palooza on December 24th from 8 to 11. I think it's up in Seattle. It's the community Hanukkah lighting. And it's for under 4-year-olds? 40-year-olds. Okay, so I can't go. And who knows when Purim is this year? Because I know it's on your calendars. March 13th, correct. And what do we have, what do we all get at Purim? He was not in my class, but it fits. What else do we get at Purim? We get boxes with all sorts of goodies in it, and they are prepared by Sisterhood. It is the major fundraiser for Sisterhood, and Sisterhood does amazing stuff, right, Maddie? And I can talk all about it, but I can't talk about it with the passion.
Anyway, a lot of you are new, and I just wanted to let you know there's something called Mishloach Menot, and it's the Purim fundraiser from Sisterhood. It happens during the Purim time. We actually had our first meeting last night. It's a group of fabulous people who have volunteered. We put together a box that is given to every Temple member and some other people associated with Temple Beth families, staff, and etc. And so you will start to see lots of lots in our Shabbat Shalom and in our bulletin that tell about this. The first step is run by Deb Friedman and Jani Doctor, and they are the procurement people. They are looking for people who are willing to donate items, sweet and savory and all sorts of goodies. And I think it was in the bulletin. Yes, Deb's shaking her head. So look for their names. Contact them if you don't know and you want to reach Jani Doctor or Deb Friedman. The office would be able to share that. But look for articles coming up in the next bulletins that will talk about the boxes. And it is a fundraiser. The monies that we raise do go to charities, community, and within Temple, Tikkun Olam. It also goes to our religious school. It also goes to building improvements and things in the kitchen. So it's a really important fundraiser, and I hope you look for that information, and Shabbat Shalom. Oh, and Jani wants me to tell you that the building group, that if you were interested in doing a tour or the building committee, it's at 12. It's at 12. Oh, so it's 12:30. 12:30.
12:30 on Sunday. Shabbat Shalom.
We turn to the conclusion of our service, starting with Aleinu, page 282. Please rise and body your spirit.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Each Shabbat, we take time to think of loved ones who have died in recent days and weeks, and those who have died at this time in years past. We are especially thinking of Ada Bell Fudel, the mother of Iris, for whom we are in the period of Shloshim. And we think of those whose yahrzeits occur in the coming week. If I say the name of someone you're remembering, I invite you to rise so we can acknowledge you as a mourner. We think of Laverne Beardempel, Irene Gary, George Greenwood, Mildred Greenwood, James Lindsay, Samuel Littman, Alvin Loginsky, Marilyn Peterson, Murray Piatak, Schiffer Rappaport, Brian Rosenblum, Dorothy E. Schwartz, Muriel Selden, Morris Taylor, and Charlotte Wittenberg. As we think of them, we say Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. And we rise to join our mourners so that no mourner has to stand alone as we offer the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash b'nei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach ruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, B'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'gala uvizman kari v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam U'amei Almaya. Barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Shmei Kudasha Brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran v'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, Amen. You may be seated. We conclude this evening with Adon Olam on page 321.
Adon Olam Hashem Alav B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra Ein Nazav Akem Tzokon Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kiklot HaKol Lavado Yimloch Nora V'hohaya V'hoven V'hoyehye B'tifara V'hoyehye B'tifara V'hoevka V'ein Sheni V'ham Shilu L'Hachmira Ali Reishi B'li Tachlit Ha'oz V'ha'mitzra Alo ha'oz V'ha'mitzra V'ho'eli V'kargo V'li Tzokev li Be'etara V'honisi Umanos li Manatosi B'yom Ekra Manatosi B'yom Ekra Yado Afid Moki Yeti Shan V'ayira V'yimru Pi Gaviyati Adonai Li V'lo Ira Adonai Li V'lo Ira.
Shabbat Shalom. Kiddush is on page 5. I'd like to invite up all of our children. I mean, the littlest one is welcome to have some juice again, although he did not seem interested the first time.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher V'shanu v'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu V'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'vratzon hinkvilanu Zikaron l'maseh b'reshit Ki hu yom tekilah l'mikra'e kodesh Zecher l'tzion mitzvayim Kivanu v'chata v'tovu kidashta V'komi Shabbat kodsheka V'hava u'vratzon V'chatanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
L'chaim. No, I got it for him too.
I saw you on the phone, Mom.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'te'amo.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Please come up. Feel free to have a piece of challah, fresh baked. Thank you to Aaron, to David Plastrick, to Deb, and to Brad. And Vivian for setting up the oneg, everyone who brought stuff, and whoever cleaned up.